Everything is energy. So when you say you have to learn how to manipulate energy, usually the audience looks at me and say, what do you mean? It means you have to learn to create. But that's all it is. It just means to learn how to use that and move it and mold it, change the energy to create what you want. Because everything is energy.
Energy is all around us, flowing through everything, shaping our thoughts, emotions, and experiences. But what if you could do more than just feel it? What if you could understand it, direct it, and use it to shape your reality? Energy is always in motion. You've been told energy is something mysterious, something only a few can master. That's a lie. It's simple once you understand how it works, and once you do, everything changes. Every thought you have, every emotion you feel, every action you take, it's all energy in motion. And yet, most people move through life unaware of this power, like a musician who never learns to play their own instrument. They feel drained, exhausted, and disconnected, not realizing that they are the ones leaking energy, giving it away without even knowing how to reclaim it. Ancient traditions have known this truth for thousands of years. The yogis of India called it prana, the life force that moves through the body and universe. The Chinese called it qi, the invisible current that flows through all living things. In the West, alchemists spoke of an unseen power that could transform lead into gold, not just in the physical sense, but within the human soul. Different names, same truth. Energy is the foundation of everything, and those who learn to direct it gain mastery over their own lives. Most people are unaware of how much their energy is being manipulated, drained, or misdirected. They wake up already exhausted, their minds cluttered with worries that aren't even their own. Every time they engage in pointless arguments, feed their minds with negativity, or let fear dictate their choices, they give their energy away. It's stolen bit by distractions, by fear-based media, by unresolved emotions left to fester, and the cycle repeats day after day until they have nothing left. But the truth is, energy isn't lost. It's just misdirected. The moment you decide to reclaim it, everything shifts. The first step is awareness. Without awareness, you are a puppet to the forces around you, pushed and pulled by whatever energy dominates the moment. But the second you begin to see energy for what it really is, you step outside that cycle. You become the one in control. The Stoics believed in this kind of mastery, though they didn't call it energy manipulation. They called it ruling over one's own mind. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This is the foundation of energy control. External events will always happen, but your reaction to them, your energetic response, is entirely within your power. And once you master that, the outside world no longer dictates your inner state. Right now, you might feel scattered and overwhelmed, like your energy is slipping through your fingers, but you can stop the leaks. It starts with observing. Every time you feel drained, ask yourself, where did my energy just go? Was it taken by an argument, a social media rabbit hole, a fear that isn't even real? The act of asking this question is already a shift in power, because the moment you see where your energy is going, you can decide whether to keep feeding it or reclaim it. This is why silence is powerful. Not just silence in speech, but silence of the mind. Meditation isn't just about relaxation, it's about focus, about directing energy inward rather than letting it be scattered outward. The Taoists called this Wu Wei, effortless action, the ability to move with the flow of life without resistance, without forcing, without wasting energy on battles that don't need to be fought. It's the secret to holding onto your energy while still engaging with the world. The modern world is designed to scatter your energy. Every notification, every headline, every demand on your attention is a siphon, pulling your energy away from where it truly belongs. But what if, instead of being pulled in 1,000 directions, you could gather that energy back? What if you could focus it like a beam of light, directing it with intention rather than letting it be stolen by distraction. This is the first secret of energy control, directing your focus. Where your attention goes, your energy flows. If your mind is constantly pulled towards stress, fear, and negativity, your energy follows, and your reality reflects that. But if you learn to guide your focus, to choose where your energy flows, you take back control. You become the master, not the pawn, and that changes everything. But focus alone isn't enough. There's another layer, something deeper, something most people never even consider. Because energy isn't just about where you direct it, it's about what state it's in. You can hold energy that is heavy, stagnant, and chaotic, or you can cultivate energy that is light, fluid, and powerful, and that shift begins within you. This is where ancient wisdom meets modern science. The vibrations you hold, the emotions you cultivate, the thoughts you entertain, they shape your energy field. And that field attracts experiences that match its frequency. If you want to change your reality, you don't just need to direct your energy, you need to refine it, to raise it, to strengthen it so that it moves through life with clarity and power rather than getting lost in the noise. This is only the beginning. Energy control isn't just a theory, it's a practice. It's something you live, something you embody, something that transforms not just how you feel, but how the world responds to you. And once you learn the deeper levels, the ways to raise, shield, and amplify your energy, you'll never see reality the same way again. But first, you need to understand something crucial. You are not powerless. You never were. The only reason you feel drained, stuck, or overwhelmed is that no one ever taught you how to manage the energy that flows through you every second of every day. That changes now. We are energy. Energy is not just something we use, it is something we are. Every thought, every movement, and every breath shifts the flow of energy within and around us. But few people understand how to direct it with purpose. They let their energy be tossed around by distractions, fears, and outside influences, never realizing that true power comes from learning to control it. And if there's one philosopher who grasped this truth, it was Heraclitus. Heraclitus, an ancient Greek thinker, believed that everything is in a constant state of change. He famously said, "You cannot step into the same river twice." At first, this might seem unrelated to energy manipulation, but look deeper. The river is always flowing, always shifting, just like the energy around you. The mistake people make is trying to hold on too tightly to something that is meant to move. Instead of controlling the flow, they fight against it, exhausting themselves in the process. But when you understand Heraclitus's wisdom, you begin to see that energy is meant to be directed, not resisted. Most people live in a reactive state. They wake up, check their phones, absorb the latest news, and let external forces decide how they feel. They don't realize that by doing this, they are giving away their energy for free. Their emotions are no longer their own, their focus is scattered, and their inner power weakens. Heraclitus would have told them that if they wanted to regain control, they must master the flow rather than be carried away by it. Master the flow. Master the flow of energy. Energy is always moving. It shifts, it bends, it flows through every space and every being. The question is never whether energy is there. The question is whether you are in sync with it. If you are not, it feels like life is resisting you at every turn. Things don't go your way. People misread your intentions. Opportunities slip through your fingers. But when you are aligned, everything moves effortlessly. Doors open. Your presence shifts the atmosphere. You think of something, and it seems to appear. This is not a coincidence. It is mastery. The first thing to understand is that energy is not created or destroyed. It is simply directed. Every emotion, every thought, every breath sends energy somewhere. Most people let this process happen unconsciously. They react instead of guiding. They absorb whatever energy surrounds them without realizing they have a choice. But once you see how energy flows, you stop being a passive receiver. You become the one who directs it. There is an ancient Taoist belief that water is the perfect representation of energy. Water never forces itself forward. It moves around obstacles with grace. A river does not fight against the rocks in its path. It simply flows over them, around them, wearing them down with time. Energy is the same. When you try to force it, it resists. But when you learn to move with it, nothing can stand in your way. The secret is awareness. Most people are unaware of the energy they carry or the energy they project. Have you ever walked into a room and felt the tension before anyone even spoke? Or met someone who instantly made you feel at ease? This is energy at work. The energy you bring is the energy you attract. If you carry frustration, you will encounter obstacles. If you radiate peace, life will seem to cooperate with you. This is not magic, it is the nature of energy in motion. Energy follows. Attention. What you focus on expands. If you dwell on what you lack, that lack becomes stronger. If you tune into possibility, opportunities seem to multiply. This is why ancient teachings emphasize presence. The mind is always jumping between the past and the future. But energy exists only in the now. The more you root yourself in the present, the more control you have over the energy you direct. Breath is one of the most powerful tools for mastering energy. In many traditions, breath is seen as the life force itself. The yogis call it prana, the Taoists call it chi. The breath connects the body, mind, and energy field. A scattered mind creates scattered energy. A calm, steady breath brings everything into balance. When you feel your energy spinning out of control, return to your breath. Slow it down, deepen it. Watch how the energy shifts with it. Another key to mastering the flow of energy is detachment. The harder you grasp at something, the more it resists. This is why the most powerful individuals seem effortless in their actions. They are not straining. They are not chasing. They are allowing energy to move naturally while staying in tune with its rhythm. This is not passivity, it is wisdom. It is the understanding that control does not come from force, it comes from alignment. Ancient Zen teachings speak of the empty cup. If a cup is full, nothing more can be added. If your mind is filled with rigid expectations, new energy cannot flow in. To master energy, you must become empty, open, and ready to receive. This does not mean surrendering your will. It means creating space for the right energy to move through you. The most powerful people in history, whether spiritual leaders, artists, or innovators, had one thing in common. They knew how to move energy. They did not waste it on doubt or hesitation. They did not let it be drained by distractions. They channeled it into their work, their presence, their being, and in doing so, they shaped reality itself. Mastering the flow of energy does not require years of study. It requires presence, awareness, and the willingness to let go of control in order to truly gain it. When you align yourself with the natural flow, life ceases to feel like a struggle. You no longer push against the current, you become the current, and that is when everything begins to change. One of the greatest ways to do this is through awareness. Heraclitus spoke of logos, a deep universal order that runs through all things. Some interpret this as divine intelligence, others as the hidden patterns of the universe. But what matters is that those who recognize it can move through life with clarity, while those who don't remain blind to their own power. When you begin to watch how energy moves, both in yourself and in the world, you start to see patterns everywhere. You notice that certain thoughts drain you while others lift you. You recognize how some people amplify your energy while others deplete it. Instead of reacting mindlessly, you begin to choose where your energy goes. This is the first step to true control, not forcing energy, not chasing it, but becoming fully aware of how it flows. Once you see the patterns, you can work with them instead of against them. This is why meditation, breathwork, and stillness are such powerful tools. They pull your energy back from all the places it has been scattered and bring it home. Heraclitus would likely have agreed, if you want to shape the world around you, start by shaping the energy within you. And yet, there is more to uncover, because understanding the flow of energy is only the beginning. The real power comes when you learn to direct it with precision. That's where true mastery begins. There is a belief buried in the corners of ancient knowledge that speaks of energy in a way most have forgotten. The doctrine of signatures, a concept that stretches across different cultures, suggests that everything in nature carries a hidden signature, a mark that reveals its deeper purpose. To those who know how to see, these signatures offer a direct path to understanding and controlling energy. Imagine walking through a dense forest. You see a plant with leaves shaped like a human lung. In ancient times, healers would recognize this as a sign that the plant had power over breath and vitality. A root shaped like a person might be used for grounding, connecting the body to the earth's energy. This belief wasn't superstition. It was a way of reading the world, of understanding that energy is not random but organized and intelligent. The same applies to the energy within you. Every thought, every movement, every emotion carries a signature, a pattern that shapes how energy moves through your body and the space around you. When you feel anxious, your breath shortens, your shoulders tighten, and your energy pulls inward as if protecting itself. When you feel joyful, your chest opens, your breath deepens, and your energy expands outward, inviting more of the same. But most people don't see these signatures in themselves. They live disconnected from their own energy, never realizing they can learn to read and rewrite the patterns that shape their lives. The doctrine of signatures teaches that energy naturally aligns with form. If your thoughts are chaotic, your energy follows. If your environment is cluttered, your mind reflects that. This is why many ancient practices, feng shui, talismanic magic, even certain forms of meditation, focus on aligning the outer world to shift the inner one. It's not just about rearranging objects or performing rituals. It's about recognizing the hidden language of energy and learning to shape it with intent. But there is something even deeper hidden within this belief. If everything has a signature, then you do too. You were born with a unique energy pattern, a specific way your energy moves, interacts, and affects the world. When you act in alignment with this natural flow, life feels effortless. Synchronicities happen, opportunities appear, energy moves with you rather than against you. But when you act in ways that go against your true nature, when you force yourself into roles that don't fit or suppress emotions that need to move, you disrupt your own energy signature. This is why people feel drained, lost, or disconnected. They have moved out of alignment with themselves. Reclaim control and learn to listen. Reclaiming control over energy doesn't mean forcing things to happen. It means learning to listen to the patterns in nature, to the way your own energy responds, to the signatures written into everything around you. Because once you can see them, you can begin to shift them. And when you do that, energy stops being something that controls you. Instead, it becomes something you guide, shape, and command with ease. Reclaiming control over energy is not about brute force. It is not about willing things into existence through sheer effort or fighting against what is. Instead, it is about listening deeply, attentively, to the patterns unfolding around you and within you. Every space, every person, every moment has its own energy signature. Some are chaotic, some are still, some feel expansive while others feel heavy. And before you can shift energy, you must first understand it. Start by becoming aware of how different environments affect you. Walk into a room and pause. What do you feel? Does the air seem light or dense? Do you feel energized or drained? Your body is constantly picking up signals, but most people ignore them. The more you pay attention, the more you will recognize the subtle shifts in energy all around you. Nature is one of the greatest teachers of energy flow. The wind does not blow in straight lines. It swirls, it bends, it dances through the trees. The ocean never stays still. It rises, it crashes, it retreats. Energy moves the same way. The more you observe nature, the more you will see the invisible forces that shape everything. And the more you see them, the more you will understand how to move with them instead of against them. Listening to energy also means listening to yourself. How does your body respond when you speak to certain people? When you enter certain places? When do you think certain thoughts? Energy is not separate from you. Your own energy field shifts constantly, and it is always sending messages. If you feel drained after speaking to someone, pay attention. If a situation makes your body tense, there is a reason. The key is not to judge or resist these sensations, but to notice them. Awareness is the first step to mastery. Shaping energy with intention. Once you can recognize energy, you can begin to shift it. The most powerful tool for this is intention. Energy does not respond to wishful thinking, it responds to clarity. If you're unsure or distracted, your energy reflects that. But with a clear intention, everything aligns more naturally. Intention is not just about thought, it is about presence. You must feel what you intend. If you want to bring peace into a space, you cannot do it while feeling restless. If you want to attract opportunities, you must embody the energy of someone ready to receive them. The stronger your internal alignment, the more easily energy bends in your favor. Breathwork is one of the fastest ways to shift energy. Deep, controlled breathing anchors your energy in the present. Short, shallow breathing scatters it. If you want to gain control over your energy, start with your breath. Slow it down. Feel each inhale, expanding your awareness. Feel each exhale, clearing out resistance. Within a few minutes, you will notice a shift, not just in your mind, but in the energy around you. Aligning with natural rhythms. Energy moves in cycles. The sun rises and sets, the moon waxes and wanes, the seasons change. When you sync your energy with these natural rhythms, everything flows more smoothly. In ancient cultures, people lived by the cycles of nature. They understood that there are times to act and times to wait, times to expand and times to retreat. Today, most people ignore these rhythms, pushing against the natural flow, and in doing so, they create unnecessary resistance. Observe the patterns in your own life. Are there times when ideas flow easily and times when you feel blocked? Times when you feel social and times when you crave solitude? Instead of forcing yourself to be in a constant state of action, learn to ride these waves. When your energy is high, move forward with purpose. When it is low, step back and recharge. This is not laziness, it is wisdom. Commanding energy with presence. The next key to reclaiming control over energy is presence. Most people are scattered, their minds jumping from one thought to the next, their energy pulled in 1,000 directions. But when you are fully present, your energy becomes focused, it becomes potent, it affects everything around you. You have likely met people who seem to shift the atmosphere simply by entering a room. They do not need to speak loudly or demand attention. Their presence alone carries weight. This is because their energy is not leaking in 100 directions. It is contained, deliberate, and strong. To cultivate this presence, practice being fully where you are. If you are speaking to someone, be there. If you are walking, feel each step. If you are eating, taste every bite. The more present you are, the more you will feel energy responding to you. You will notice that people listen more intently, that situations unfold more smoothly, and that life itself seems to move in harmony with you. Everything that exists carries a vibrational signature, from people and places to thoughts and emotions. The energy of the past lingers, the energy of the present flows, and the energy of the future whispers in subtle ways. When you tune in, you can begin to sense these currents before they solidify into reality. Most people dismiss these signals, brushing them off as imagination or chance, but the ones who learn to listen, truly listen, gain an undeniable advantage in life. Activating energetic foresight. If you want to develop this ability, you must train yourself to perceive beyond the immediate. This means stepping out of the mind's chatter and into the language of sensation, feeling, and resonance. Energy is not logical in the way you've been taught to understand the world. It speaks in symbols, in pulls and resistances, in warmth and weight. Begin by sitting in a quiet space. Bring to mind a situation in your life that requires a decision. Close your eyes and visualize two paths, one where you choose one option and another where you choose the alternative. Experience each path fully, see where it leads, Observe the emotions, the shifts in your breath, and the way your body responds. Does one path bring tension while the other feels expansive? Do you sense a heaviness in your chest or a lightness in your stomach? These sensations are not random. They are your energy revealing the trajectory of each choice. This practice is more than just imagination. It is a form of deep listening. With time, it will sharpen your ability to recognize the subtle movements of energy in your daily life. You will begin to feel when something is about to shift, when a person carries unspoken intentions, when an environment is charged with an energy that is either nourishing or draining. You will no longer be caught off guard by life's twists and turns because you will sense them before they arrive. Understanding the energy around you. Just as you have an energy field, everything around you does as well. You have already felt this. Some places feel warm and inviting, while others feel cold and oppressive. Some people uplift you simply by being in their presence, while others leave you feeling inexplicably exhausted. This is no accident. The energy of a space, object or person interacts with yours, and if you are not conscious of it, you can absorb and carry energies that are not your own. The key to thriving is not only learning to read these energies, but also learning how to protect and optimize your own. You wouldn't walk barefoot on sharp rocks without protection, so why allow your energy to be exposed without boundaries? Cleansing and shielding your energy field. Energy hygiene is just as essential as physical hygiene. Just as you wash your body daily, you must also clear away stagnant or negative energy that accumulates in your field. There are many ways to do this, but the most effective method is always the one you do with full presence and intention. One simple way to cleanse your space is through fire and smoke. Light a candle or incense and move slowly through your room, holding the intention of clearing out anything that does not serve you. Speak aloud if it helps. Energy responds to sound, to vibration, to the resonance of your words. Declare the energy you want to invite in: peace, clarity, creativity. You are not simply wishing for a shift, you are commanding one. For objects, allow them to rest under the sunlight or moonlight for a few hours. Nature's cycles are powerful energy regulators. Just as the ocean purifies itself, the elements cleanse everything they touch. A stone, a book, a piece of jewelry, all hold energetic imprints. When you give them the chance to release what they have absorbed, they return to their natural state. For yourself, visualize a shield of light surrounding your body. Imagine it as a luminous force field, deflecting anything that is not aligned with your highest good. This is not a rigid wall, it is a filter, allowing in what nurtures you while keeping out what drains you. The more often you do this, the more naturally it will become a part of your energetic awareness. Movement as an energy reset. Energy must move. When it stagnates, it creates blockages, not just in the body, but in life itself. Have you ever felt stuck in a cycle, unable to move forward no matter what you do? This is often not because of external circumstances, but because energy is not flowing as it should. The simplest way to reset your energy is to move. You do not need to become a yogi or a martial artist to benefit from this. A few minutes of shaking, literally shaking out your arms, legs and torso, can release trapped energy and reset your system. Follow this with deep stretches, focusing on any area of your body that feels tense. The tension in your body reflects the tension in your energy field. Release one and you release the other, connecting to a greater flow. The most profound aspect of energy mastery is not control, it is connection. Your energy is not separate from the greater forces of the universe. The more you align with these larger currents, the more effortless everything becomes. You have felt glimpses of this before, those moments of deep awe when time seemed to stand still, when a sunset filled you with an indescribable sense of peace, when you felt an unshakable knowing that you were exactly where you were meant to be. These were not random experiences. They were moments of alignment, of your energy syncing perfectly with the greater flow. You can access this state intentionally. Step outside, even for just a moment. Feel the ground beneath you. Close your eyes and imagine roots extending from your feet into the earth, anchoring you. At the same time, visualize a stream of light pouring into the top of your head, connecting you to something far greater than yourself. With each breath, feel these two energies merging in your heart, creating a powerful flow that nourishes every part of you. This is not visualization for the sake of relaxation. It is an energetic recalibration. When you connect with this flow, you are no longer struggling against life. You are moving with it. And when you move with energy instead of against it, the path ahead becomes unmistakably clear. Energy mastery doesn't just change how you feel, it rewires the way you experience the world and how the world responds to you. It begins with amplification. Energy in its raw form is powerful, but when focused and amplified, it becomes unstoppable. Think of energy like light. A regular bulb illuminates a room, but a laser, which is just focused on light energy, can cut through steel. Amplification happens when clarity, emotion, and physical action are combined into a singular intention. Without these elements working together, energy disperses like a flashlight scattering its beam, but when aligned, it becomes concentrated and powerful. To amplify your energy before tackling any goal, stand with your feet firmly planted shoulder-width apart. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Place one hand over your heart and the other on your lower abdomen. Visualize a sphere of light in your chest, growing brighter and warmer with each breath. Inhale, imagining energy rising from the ground through your feet and from the sky through the top of your head, merging into this light. With each exhale, feel the energy expanding outward, creating a powerful field around you. After 2 minutes, take a single step forward into this amplified field and say aloud, "I am ready." This anchors the energy to your intention. True mastery comes from integrating these techniques into every aspect of life, not just practicing them sporadically. This doesn't mean spending hours meditating. It means making small but profound shifts in habits, routines, and mindset to align with the energy you want to cultivate. One way to integrate energy mastery is through micro moments of awareness. Setting reminders on your phone with prompts like, "How is your energy right now?" or "What are you focusing on?" creates opportunities to recalibrate. When the reminder goes off, pause for 30 seconds, take a deep breath, scan your body, and ask yourself if you are aligned with the energy you want to embody or if external circumstances are dictating your state. Another powerful practice is creating energy rituals around transitions. Every time you shift from one activity to another, waking up, starting work, eating, or going to bed, take a moment to reset your energy. Before beginning work, close your eyes for 10 seconds, take a deep breath, and visualize stepping into a focused, clear, and unstoppable version of yourself. At the end of the day, imagine shedding stress like taking off a heavy coat and stepping into a state of relaxation and peace. These small rituals build up over time, creating profound shifts. Energy, when properly directed, creates a ripple effect. The thoughts you hold, the emotions you feel, and the actions you take all send energy outward, interacting with the environment, people, and even universal forces, returning to you amplified. This is why some days feel effortlessly good. It's the result of an upward energy spiral, often created unconsciously. However, these spirals can be created intentionally. A simple way to establish a positive energy feedback loop is through gratitude, but taken one step further. Instead of just thinking about what you're grateful for, feel it. Close your eyes, relive moments of joy, love, or success in vivid detail, and let those emotions flood your body. Then, take one small action to express that energy outward, such as sending an encouraging message to a friend, helping someone in need, or even smiling at a stranger. These actions send ripples of positive energy that reflect back in unexpected ways, reinforcing the upward spiral. A crucial but often overlooked element of energy mastery is the role of the environment. Surroundings constantly interact with energy, either supporting or draining it. Mastery requires curating an intentional environment. Look around. Are there objects, clutter, or even colors that don't align with the energy you want to cultivate? Removing what no longer serves and replacing it with elements that inspire, plants, art, crystals, or specific scents like lavender for calm or citrus for energy, can make a profound difference. Collective energy. Beyond personal energy, collective energy is a force multiplier. When a group of people focuses their energy together, it creates an amplified effect known as a morphic field. This is why group meditations, prayer circles, or brainstorming sessions often yield extraordinary results. Aligning with others who share your intentions strengthens and magnifies individual efforts. Finding or creating a community committed to energy mastery enhances personal growth and reinforces alignment with your highest intentions. This effect can be observed in various spiritual and secular settings. In meditation retreats, for example, individuals often report experiencing deeper states of awareness and inner peace than they achieve when practicing alone. Similarly, in religious or spiritual gatherings, collective devotion enhances individual experiences, often leading to profound insights, emotional breakthroughs, or even physical healing. The same principle applies in business and creative fields. Brainstorming sessions where multiple minds focus on a problem can lead to breakthroughs that might never emerge in isolation. The key to harnessing this energy lies in intentional alignment. Simply being in a group isn't enough. The participants must be attuned to a shared goal, vision, or emotional state. This is why some social environments feel draining while others are uplifting. Conscious or unconscious alignment of energy determines the outcome. A group that engages in gossip or negativity creates a dense, limiting energy field, while a group that shares a vision of growth and expansion elevates everyone involved. To fully leverage collective energy, seek out or create a community committed to energy mastery. This could be a meditation group, a mastermind circle, a spiritual gathering, or even a close-knit circle of like-minded individuals who hold each other accountable for maintaining high-frequency states. The key is consistency. Regular gatherings strengthen the morphic field, making it easier to tap into its power over time. Beyond personal benefits, collective energy has the potential to shape reality on a larger scale. History is full of examples where unified human intention has led to radical shifts. Civil rights movements, revolutions, and cultural renaissances all stem from the compounded force of individuals aligning toward a common vision. Scientific experiments in consciousness research, such as those conducted by the Global Consciousness Project, suggest that mass human focus and emotion can influence seemingly random systems, hinting at the deeper mechanics behind collective energy fields. Mastering personal energy is the first step, but aligning with a collective energy field elevates your power exponentially. When surrounded by individuals who embody the energy you wish to cultivate, you naturally rise to match that frequency. It is no coincidence that successful people surround themselves with others who challenge and inspire them. The same principle applies to spiritual growth. Those who regularly engage with a high-vibration collective find their personal transformation accelerating. Ultimately, whether in spiritual practice, creative collaboration, or societal change, collective energy acts as a gateway to amplified manifestation. The more consciously we engage with these energetic dynamics, the more we realize that reality is not just shaped by individual effort, but by the resonance of those we choose to align with. At the end of the day, energy mastery isn't just a skill, it's a way of being, a mindset, and a practice that evolves with you. The more you align your energy with your highest intentions, the more you'll realize that reality is shaped not just by action, but by the frequency you choose to embody. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.